Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Future Visionz, where we share the spotlight on up and coming athletes. My name is Will Nasio. I'll be your guys' host for this season, and we are lucky to have 2 special guests. One will be my co-host, and one will be the upcoming athlete, and we'll be able to learn from both of them. I'll introduce the up-and-coming athlete. But before we get into that, I'm just going to give a shout-out to our sponsors, because without our sponsors, we won't be able to drink otai and wear nice clothes and get our lashes done and stuff. So we got 5 sponsors. Ara's Otai, as you can see. Ara's Otai. Looks like I've got the mango flavor. I'm going to get into that once I start to feel dehydrated. We have Creative Fruits by Neil Mai, Leclerc Clothing, Takeoff, and Tenacious Beauty. So big shout out to our sponsors. Thank you for the support. But we'll get into our intro, and we'll just introduce our co-hosts. All right, next up, we're joined by someone who's been through it all at the top level. A former NRL forward who made his debut back in 2016. He went on to play over 45 first-grade games across multiple clubs, earning a reputation for tough carries and a big defensive effort. Born in Auckland, he moved to Australia as a teenager to chase his footy dream, coming through the system at Tupou Park State High School.
Yeah, Tupou Park. Yeah.
One of the strongest rugby league pathways in the country. I think you probably beg to differ.
Yeah, we differ that.
His performance earned him the honor of pulling on the Tonga jersey in 2017. Legendary team which changed the international footy game, representing heritage onto international stage. Since then, he's continued to compete in Queensland Cup, bringing experience, leadership, and mentoring to the next generation coming through the ranks. Please welcome along Vaha Bulu.
Oh, wow.
Welcome, boss. Appreciate you giving up your time to join us and to share your wisdom with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Once Hux gave me the call and asked me to co-host, and I asked her who it was, and he mentioned a young fella here, and I was like, yeah, I'm keen, man. Like, I've been watching this journey, and it'll be cool to get more insight and just to see, just more about him.
Awesome, Docs. And this is the time I give you the mic to introduce our guest.
All right, sweet as. Just letting you know, it's going to be more than one take, so prepare. So next up, we spotlight one of rugby league's most exciting young forwards. At just 17 years old, he's already made serious waves through Queensland Rugby League pathways, representing Queensland under 17, and starring in Malmaninga Cup for the Burleigh Bears. I might say that carried them in the grand final. They set up that try. Was a highlight reel, and now it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. So, powerful and a skillful lock. He's known for making strong carries with great ball skills. Not just a workhorse forward, but someone who can change a game when it matters the most. And as I said before, carry the team through their Malmaninga again, After a breakout season, he's earned a spot on NRL development pathway with big things expected in years ahead. He's come through a strong school. He's come through a strong school footy system, continues to turn heads at rep level, and has already been talked about as a future NRL player. So, and if the name sounds familiar, it should. He comes from NRL royalty. He's a Hapuari, with his mum being the sister of legendary great John Hapuari, a family that knows exactly what it takes to perform at the highest level. Please welcome Tupou Francis.
Yeah. What an intro, eh?
Yeah, good.
Wow.
So what school did you go to?
Marsden.
So do you guys hate Kibra?
It's sort of just a big rivalry.
Yeah.
But I think outside of the rivalry, I've got a lot of mates there.
Yep.
So, it's just the respect. But, at the end of the day, it's just footy. So
You want to compete against the best, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
And are you finished school? You still got one more year? Or
Nah, finished.
or did you graduate this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
What's it like being a big man? You don't have to go to school. But mom, what's anything?
Not big man, that's for sure. Still a little baby.
Is he the youngest?
He's the youngest boy.
Yeah.
And he's second youngest. So I have a girl that's the youngest, and then him, and those two are like, he's still a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still do everything for him.
Yeah. And sorry, apologies, mum. Mum, please introduce yourself and tell us how many kids in your guys' family and your favorite thing about Bowie.
My name is Loretta Francis. My husband is Frank Francis. He's Lebanese. We have 9 kids. 2 of them we raised, or my oldest son, George's best friend. And they both didn't have father figures in their life, so we took them under our wing and, made them one of ours. So we're proud to call them our sons. The thing I love about this boy is that he's competitive. So when he sees something, he goes for it. And he doesn't need anyone in his way. He knows what he wants and he goes for it and he asks his questions. And that's what I love about him. He'll ask questions, doesn't ask me because I scream all the time at him, It's a waste of a question and ask me, go figure it out. That's my type of teaching. But with him, he listens and he takes the advice and uses it. So that's the one thing I love about him, that, every answer or question, he takes it upon his journey or whatever he needs to do and applies it to his life. So, yeah, that's Tupou Francis.
Oh, good. So was he a naughty kid at school?
He was. There was one time he got suspended when he was 8 years old, I think. 8 years old, because he called one of the other kids black.
Oh.
And then they called us up to the school and I said,
Well, he was black.
but he's black. Yeah, but he's black. Yeah, but he's black.
Yes,
But our son that we raised, he's Sudanese.
yeah.
So I called my son, the Sudanese son, his name's Bill. I said, okay, let's go to the school so we can show them that he's the same color. So he's just used to calling that. So that was the only time that he's been naughty at school. He does listen at school.
Yeah.
But that's the only time he got he got suspended for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good record.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
Because normally, like, the reason why I ask it is because sometimes, like, the older kids make good footy players.
Yeah.
Because they just go for it. You know? So, but he has that kind of courage, like what you were describing.
Yeah, he does. But his other brother, his name is Dion. He's the other boy that we took in. Yeah. He passed away 2022. He would have been the best out of all my kids. Mm. Yeah. And he's the naughty one. Yeah. He's the one that, whenever he was on the football field, everyone already knew who he was. He was small.
Yeah.
But whoever ran at him, no fear. And he gets that from that brother there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, your success is going to reflect on your brother.
Yeah.
And how he inspired you. Yeah. Before we dig deep into, like, his journey, I just wanted to ask the co-host and the up-and-comers some questions. Just help the listeners kind of get to know you guys a bit. Is that all right? Yeah. So, what was your guys' main sport growing up?
Oh, no, I've been just rugby league since young.
Yeah. Tried union at all? Or?
No, I always thought I wouldn't be good at it. So I just told my parents I'd rather just focus on one sport.
The league?
Because, in league, because both my other brothers tried both union and league and all my other family. So I just thought I'd just try just rugby league and stick to it and continue to get better. So, yeah.
And have you guys always lived on the Gold Coast? Or did you guys move there?
Nah, so when we first moved in, was it 2019? Yeah, the end of 2019, we lived in Waterford, so somewhere near Marsden.
Yeah.
And then, my parents always wanted to live down the Gold Coast. Yeah. So we just continued to move. We went from like Waterford to Bingley, Coomera, and now we're at Helensville. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's good there.
Yeah. All right. And Vaha, what sports did you play growing up? What was your main sport?
So mine was rugby union.
So union,
I
eh?
played union. So I grew up at the time where Jonah Long will come out.
So
Yes.
everyone
Everyone
did
has
you have the top?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The Jonah
Yeah.
top?
Oh, funny stories because I remember I told my dad to give me one knee. Bro couldn't do one job. He gave me the Michael Jordan haircut. So
He upgraded you. Goat of union to basketball.
No, but I played union. It's not until a later stage where I followed my mates and played rugby league, and just the
Because
best.
how old would you be now?
So I'm turning 36 next in 2 months.
Yeah, so for our generation, in New Zealand, union was the sport. League's only been popular in the last 5 or 10 years. Kids choose league, but most kids will choose union.
I think
Normal.
I think because right now what league does is it provides pathways. So there's opportunities for young stuff like you. You can go straight from school to go into a rugby league career straight away. As for union, there's a lot of if you're not the best in the age group, then you have to buy your time. So I think it's a good thing with rugby league in this day and age is they have pathways for the young next generation, and I think that's why a lot of Islanders and a lot of Māori and Pacific players are coming over.
It's a league.
Yeah, it's a league because it's just you can create something out of nothing.
Did you have to go to a union school in New Zealand?
No, I went to a school where there was just no.
What school did you?
I went to Emdale College.
Oh, West Side.
Yeah, West Side. So it was a school.
TLC.
No, it was a school where there was no footy or whatever. I tried to go to footy related to school, but it didn't happen because my attendance and my report was no good. So
It's cool.
So I was one of those naughty kids.
See the stats. My theories work. My next question, being that you come from Hapuate family, my question is to both of you: who's your favorite Hapuate player, and why?
Good question. I think the obvious answer would be Will, because everything he's done. But someone I love that I like to watch was his younger brother Jamil.
I heard he was like Ghani.
Oh, my mom could tell you, but yeah, he was a middle, so it's sort of something that related to me, and he was just that type of player where he was just
because the rest of them are all backseat.
Yeah.
Every one of them. So.
And talking on naughty, that's naughty.
Yeah, see the theory, guys.
Yeah.
Some of the naughty kids are the best players.
Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely my favorite. He was just tough in the middle. It was just something sort of the way I try to play. So yeah, he's probably one of my favorites.
Man, thanks for that. And you, Vaha?
I'll probably be the same as like just more Will. I've played against him, played with him as well. And I guess for him, is even though he hit the highest of the highest, he was still a humble man.
Yeah.
So, you could take his story, for example, as to when he was playing NRL at a young age, yet he went to go and serve his mission. So I think that's the pinnacle of being a humble man, yet, a good man as well.
Yeah, I think to me, before he even made the NRL, my first hearing of Will was there was a story floating around that before he made the NRL, he played the ball and someone punched him, and he didn't punch him back. He just played the ball, and then the word going around that time was that all the coaches were so impressed with his discipline that they signed him with like a decent contract as a teenager, and then everything that everyone said about him has just come to pass, and I even seen he just became a bishop.
Yeah.
So I was like, mate, it's gonna be a prophet soon. Imagine having a out of Hapuate as a 70 or something.
Still my nephew.
Let's see what other questions you got. This one was one I've asked some of the other footy players, but do you guys get nervous before games?
I never used to until I get called into big games where I got called into the Mao with I didn't play footy for like a month, and I just got called, and we were versing the minor prems against Tweed, and I think that was the first time I ever got nervous before a game, and I guess just in the big games, and it also happened when I played the Mao Grand Final.
Yeah,
just because it meant so much to me, like Burley has done so much for me as well, and as I said, my footy, I'm representing my family, so everything means a lot, and I think that's the only time I've ever been nervous, really. But
besides that, you've pretty much just kind of treated it like a normal game.
Yeah, besides that, I like to just have fun.
Yeah.
I just put on music. I like to dance around and just, I guess, get my mind off footy.
Yeah.
And just be myself, because that's when I reckon I play my best, is just when I'm out there just playing footy and not worrying about just everything. So, yeah.
What kind of music who are you listening to at the moment? Who gets played
You
the
won't
most?
believe it.
That's the country music.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a country boy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that's sort of what gets me through, I guess, before games. It's just
Rattle off some names, mate, so the country people can
it's
come and
just
support you, mate.
just the normal ones like Luke Combs and stuff, Morgan Wallen, and some couple
Hey,
other guys.
Mom, you like that?
I don't know. Also, he all these country music, and I was going, and then now he wears country boots when he goes out. So he's a country boy. Because he played when we first moved up here. His first club team was Bow Desert.
Oh, they're the country.
All country boys,
Yeah.
white tough boys.
Yeah.
And I owe the toughness too, and his what's it,
Bowie.
work ethic, yeah,
Mate,
to Bow
what's your
Desert.
name? Bowie. Bow Desert.
Yeah, Bow Desert.
Bowie, Bow Desert. Wow, that's cool, bro. Yeah, I like that name, Bowie. Tupou, Bowie Desert. How about you? Did you get nervous before you played stuff?
Yeah, I used to. I think for me it was, when you train so hard, you don't want to, I guess, just disappoint. But then as the years went by, I slowly understood that didn't matter how bad I played or how good I played, my family was still the same.
Yeah.
So they were still proud of me. So I took that into the games and just, let my work do all the talking for itself. So all the preparation, all the things that I've done beforehand. And if it works, it works. If not, for me, as I said in I think my last podcast, footy is something that I do. It doesn't define me.
Yeah.
So, and ever since I've taken that kind of mentality, it's helped me grow as a person as well.
Man, thanks for that. There's a few gems in there. With all the new rules coming out, like, what would be a rule you'd like to implement yourself? What would be a cool rule?
I don't even know. I haven't thought of it.
Let's go back to unlimited subs.
Unlimited subs.
Let's get the big boys back, man. Shucks.
Bro, that would be cool, eh?
Yeah,
Just go back to unlimited subs, man.
That's
especially as a middle.
Yeah, that's the village games rule. Just unlimited subs, one run, come on.
100%.
Yeah, because I guess in this day and age, it's, bro, the way that the game is like playing touch, especially in the middle, and then trying to back it up, and then they're expecting you to have a tough carry. Like, man, I just finished tackling 6 times. Now you want me to take a tough carry? So, yeah.
See, like, we're from the generation where, like, shoulder charge was allowed, and you've brought up an area where shoulder charge is like illegal. What would your thoughts? Would you rather than bring it back, or do you reckon because you've learned, like, they've changed the way they tackle now? It's like,
Yeah. Oh well, I guess as you said, just in this generation where we've just learned a lot on the different ways on how to tackle now. So, like, obviously with no shoulder charges, we've learned how to, I guess, wrestle more.
Yeah.
And spend more time in your first contact and then your underhooks and so on. So you probably understand. But I guess I would probably say it's good that shoulder charges are out.
yeah,
Yeah, well, I'm not that type of player. I'm sort of just a player that would just, I guess, try to break the game down. So, like, with a tackle, I'll try and take as much time as I can for my team to get set. So I'll try to, I guess, stand them up for a beat, take them down slowly, the 3-second rule, and then come back up. So I guess it's probably better without the shoulder charges, but you might have different opinions.
I think just because that's all we know, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, when I'm trying to teach my kids, they're like, Dad, We don't tackle like that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, as soon as they come, you just tighten up your chest. I said, if it hits the head, it hits the head. Like, like, what's your opinion about it?
Yeah. Oh man, like when you're giving it, bro, it's awesome. But when you get it, bro,
that's
it's
right,
And I think with social media and this day and age, so bro, I'm lucky that social media wasn't around, or else I would have had a whole highlight reel of me just getting shoulder charge, trying to run it. Yeah, run this. Yeah.
Have you ever been shoulder charged before, Bowie?
No, I guess. Well, yeah. As I said before, there's not much shoulder charges. So yeah, I haven't really. I guess
haven't experienced someone doing it on you.
Yeah, I sort of knew I was never the biggest, so I couldn't run over people. That's when I started out in the.
What position do you play?
Lock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I started adding the late footwork to stay away from the shoulders.
Smart, man.
Yeah.
And what position did you play, Wahab?
So I played back row middle. So it's pretty much similar.
Similar role?
Yeah.
Has the role changed from when you played to how they play now? Still similar for the second rows?
Oh man, how can I say? Yeah, I think that's the way that the game is now. I think it's got to be more mobile. So, like as Boy was saying, that late footwork, and back in our day, but there wasn't late footwork.
Yeah,
that's why
you can do shoulder charge.
That's why. Oh, you either try to
like the footwork now, because my kids go, Dad, they don't run straight enough. It doesn't work. Back in the days, people would just run straight.
I think that was it, man. Back in the day, there was no such thing as footwork. So when Jason come out, man, he was on because his footwork was massive for a big dude. But now every kid knows how to footwork, and it's just like I think that's why they've kind of implemented the skill stuff as well with the wrestle technique, because it's going to be trying to do a shoulder charge, and the next thing you know, bro, they made a break, and then comes on the video session, bro, what are you doing here? Doesn't work here. You can sit on the sideline.
And that will be your positioning. Is the way that Jason played, is it different now, like how the Locks play now? Because that was like 10 years ago, it was PK.
Yeah. I guess it's just sort of the type of player you are. Like some people, I guess some teams like to play sort of that power, I guess, middle, where it's just pretty much free props, just trying to lay a foundation. But like, if you look at like, I guess, Broncos and Panthers, where you've got your Paddies and Paddies and Isaiah Yeo, where they're just a second halfback. So I guess it's just sort of the team strategy on what you want. But I'm sort of like I guess I try to be the ball player, the second half. But I guess if the team needs that, I guess go forward, then I guess I'll just change my role. So yeah,
and it's cool. And then if we start getting into your journey, Bowie, so if you can just start with like where you're born, where did you guys grow up, and then if Mom wants to jump in, she can, and just what was childhood like for you in your home?
Yeah, well, I was born in Fairfield Hospital in Sydney.
New South Wales.
Mum's a New South Wales supporter.
Yeah. I get that all the time, man. But yeah, so I was born in Fairfield. Grew up in like Liverpool, Fairfield, Campbelltown, so just around there. And then I just played my footy till I was 12. The childhood was pretty good. It was just footy, especially being around my brothers and my two adopted brothers as well. Everything was just footy. Just going to watch their games every weekend. And then obviously, as you know, the Hopoatis, you go support them as well. So pretty much everything was football. And then, journey went on to Queensland because my second oldest brother, Tony, he got an opportunity with the Cowboys.
Oh, is that how you guys made it?
Yeah, and then...
So you guys moved to Waterford, and he went up there, but easier to travel for you guys to go see his games?
Well, he got signed with Cowboys, and they wanted us to move to Cowboys, to Townsville, and I said, it's bad enough I support the Blues that I'm in Queensland, and then you want me to go further? And then that didn't
know.
happen, and then Broncos picked him up. So
Oh,
that's why
cool.
we end up staying
Yep.
in Brisbane. And then Titans picked him up when he was 19, I think. Yeah. So, and then then he jumped on board. I think just hanging around Tony.
Yeah.
And
So
even my older son, like my older son George, he made everything. He made everything in school level.
Yeah.
Like he was best player, everything, schoolboys, everything. He made everything, you know. But his desire wasn't there compared to Tony and Bowie. Yeah. But with his journey has helped both of them, and he also helps them too. Like, this was my journey. This is what you don't do, you know. You just go do this. So they're both scared of him. You've met my son George, So he's
a good older brother.
He's silent, but then he says one thing and then they're quiet and they go do it. Yeah. So he was a, smart ass. Because he was the youngest. Him. Yeah, when he was young.
Yeah.
So he used to, and the boys used to egg it on, and he was just like the biggest smartass to everyone, and he was close. He's very close to his dad. So whatever he did, his dad will laugh and egg it on more, you know. And even if he was doing it to his older brothers, he wouldn't get a hiding, you know, because he was just funny, you know. But we want to give him a hiding. The older brothers want to give him a hiding, but they weren't allowed to touch him. But that was your upbringing, right? Yeah.
So you're the youngest, eh?
Yeah, the youngest. Yeah.
Yeah, your dad's pretty crack up. And this is an off-topic question, but what made you choose a non-Tongan? I'm sure our Tongan parents always tell us.
I'm actually the only one in my family that married outside.
Yeah.
The only reason I chose my husband is because I dated one Tongan guy and they just turned me off. But he came into my family and he grew up with Tongans.
Yeah.
So he understood our Tongan values, our Tongan culture. So when he came in, like, it was just like...
He's like a Tongan.
Yeah, he's like a Tongan. And when he first met, he was nervous to meet my brother and my dad. And but you know, my brother was and when he came in, he was actually calm and, you know, talking to my dad. And then there was one thing I said, hey, let's go. I need to go to the shops. He goes, no, it's all right. I'll just hang with your dad. And I love that. Like, he didn't have to follow me. He stayed there and
I find that annoying when you see couples and they just have to stay with
together. Yeah. And from then, him and my dad had a great relationship. So I loved him for how he loved my family. Yeah. So the way he loved my family, that's the same way he loved me, you know, and he understood everything about our culture. It was like,
what's his culture?
Lebanese.
So talking about countries you can play for, bro. name the different jerseys you can play for if you chose to.
Nah, it was just obviously the Tonga. Yeah. There's Lebanon. And then there's France.
France as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where my last name comes from. And then what is what's Nana and Papa?
Well, my mum has Fijian in her.
So you can technically play for Fiji as well?
Yeah. And my dad has Samoan.
And Samoa.
But really, it's just Tonga, Lebanon. So
Tonga, Lebanon.
We just stick to two.
You missed out Australia too.
Missed out on Australia.
There's 6 nations.
Yes,
They're Bowie.
Oh, wait, actually, he can play for New Zealand too.
And New Zealand too.
I was born in New Zealand, with my New Zealand passport.
So you got 7 choices.
Yeah.
Right? If you didn't make your first pick, go to the second.
Yeah.
Go to the third.
100%.
You're going to be playing in the World Cup no matter what.
100%.
Mate, that's a luxury. That's a blessing, you know?
It is.
All your ancestors hedged your bets.
100%.
But if you were to put it in order, what would be top 3?
I think obviously Tonga first.
Tonga first, yeah.
And then Lebanon second. Then whatever order comes next, to be honest. But them two will be the main priorities.
How old were you have you always had that choice to play for Tonga that you can remember? Or did you have Australia first at the time? Or
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Or have you always just wanted to play for Tonga?
Yeah, I think, watching Will as a little kid, I went to all his games and, watching him was it's like a dream.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where Tonga comes first in my mind is, I want to play for Tonga first. But I also want to represent my dad. As my mum said,
Sure.
I'm very close with my dad. So, I've always wanted to
he
represent.
still doesn't have his license to drive to Broncos because that's his time with his dad. And we
It's
kept
his-
telling
yeah,
him, like,
that's
your
their time.
dad's tired, but that's his time with his dad where they travel together and talk about things, But then when I hop in the car, they're both quiet. So that means they were talking about me, right?
It just means, Mum, that it's not a safe space.
Don't say anything.
With on that topic of Tonga, turning to Vaha, because you played in that 2017 team?
Yeah, I played in the one test against Fiji.
Yeah, for that year.
Yeah, for that year, yeah. So before everyone.
But you were with the camp with them, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah. In 2019, I think the first game they played against Australia.
Yeah.
So after the World Cup.
So you were there too?
Yeah, I was there as well. So I was lucky enough to play one game, and then all the boys come back for World Cup, and it was cool to see what they done in the 2017 World Cup. You see all our people come out of the woodworks.
I was there.
Yeah.
And then I think our goal as a family, we always wanted to play, make Australia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when that came out, 2017, it was like, boys, I followed Tonga 2017.
Yeah.
Even went to the airport.
They were like rock stars,
Oh
eh?
my goodness, it was the best.
Hey, Dinah Jane came down too, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard she did.
Hey, what's the smile?
My older sister, her husband, that's his niece. So yeah.
That's cool.
We know her.
Yeah, because she sang the national anthem.
Yeah, it was something else when she sang. It was awesome.
I just remember the Tongan people blocking the airport, blocking the roads.
Awesome.
Like it was. How did it feel as a player? Because you guys never had that reception before. Could you guys believe that there's all these people out there for you guys? Or
man, it was ridiculous, eh? Like just the Red Sea, the mountain. Bro, for me, mine was. I had aunties I've never seen for years. It just had delays for me as far out. But I think just our people, man, our people showing up for us. And just, I think that was probably the most pinnacle of I think just of rugby league. It's more than footy. It's bringing our people together, bringing our community, all the struggles and everything else.
Yeah.
And just to put on a big stage like that. So, bro, the singing unreal. Bro, the singing's unreal. I remember one time you wouldn't know if they're playing through the speaker or just the whole crowd was just singing, man. Yeah.
Have you been to one of the New Zealand Tonga games?
Nah, not yet. I wish. I've been to all the ones in Sydney and
In Brisbane.
Brisbane, but I wish my mum went by herself.
Did you go to the New Zealand one?
I was there, and then I
They
didn't even tell my
Hemi
husband.
pretty good, eh?
No, listen to this story. I didn't even tell my husband. Got to the airport, I already booked my ticket and said, okay, pick me up Sunday morning, and then I hung up the phone. And it was going on, but I didn't care. I went and had the time of my life over there with the Tongan people. It was
The main
best
thing
time.
was it worth it?
It was worth
See.
it. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
These are the gems we bring to you.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
And you guys been married for how long?
Going on 20.
That's all you need to do, guys.
Yeah, 20 plus years.
Ask for permission.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah,
I
than
used to keep that in my
permission.
back
Just
pocket.
turn your phone off and just
Yeah. Okay, sweet. That's me, the sweetie.
And then the first time my husband went to a Tongan game was in Sydney when they played Australia, and he goes, now I know
You
why
understand.
your phone was off. He understood, yeah.
Yeah, because I've always it's been interesting because I always think like, well, what caused that euphoria? What caused all that? And I'm just like thinking like, maybe because as Tongans we're not good at much things. So when we because I know a lot of haters will say, why don't you guys support Ikale Tahi like that? You know what I mean? And then I'm just thinking it's because those players that chose MMT had a choice to play for
Australia. Or
Like
New
you don't
Zealand.
see those Igalitahe players choosing Igalitahe over All Blacks.
Yeah.
They are All Blacks first. And so I think just to defend our Tongan people, we're giving respect back to the MMT
Yeah.
because they can choose to play for the bigger teams, but they chose to sacrifice and play for our country.
Yeah.
And it's not like we can match the Australia and New Zealand's pay,
Yeah.
but we can match the superstar feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make them feel like, as a people, we thank you. So, yeah, thanks, Docs.
Yeah,
Thanks
sure.
for giving us the insight. Any little insights you want to give us that we don't really?
No. You probably wrapped it
You
up.
guys have Did you guys have daughters in there?
Oh, last chance.
Oh, sorry. That's the traditional.
That's enough.
Okay, so yeah, we talked about the nations.
Yeah.
Have you always played that position growing up?
Yeah, or just sort of in the middle. Just always been, I guess, a prop my whole life. I was just this little chubby
Fat
kid.
Yeah. Chubby kid. Yeah.
Chubby.
Chubby.
Yeah,
Oh, so you were chubby growing up.
Yeah.
yeah. I was just, just a little short chubby thing.
How old were you when you started leaning out? Because there's a lot of kids that start off
14?
chubby.
Yeah, I think I was like 14, 15 is when I started to just grow. And
Yep.
then that's when I sort of just, I was starting to get skinnier, and then that's when I started to add the late footwork and stuff.
And did you have to change your diet, or did you just eat the same, but your training kind of?
Yeah, I guess it was sort of, I did watch my diet.
What
it
were some of
wasn't-
the small things you changed?
Yeah, it was sort of just not eating at a certain time, and then sometimes I'd just go on like a diet, because I think at the time when I was starting to grow, it was Queensland schoolboys, and that was a big focus of mine. And then I guess I always wanted to just be, I guess, a good player, and I didn't want to go out there, with my name and represent my family, and
Because everyone knows you're what it's
exactly. Well, and you know the saying, "Don't be yellow." So that's why I try to stay away from that. So yeah, I guess just sort of had to take my footy to the next level. And as a 15-year-old, that's a time you can finally get signed to a club.
Wait, can you tell with that experience when you made the Queensland team, but what Queensland team did you get called for and how that changed you?
I got called to make the Queensland Whites. So I was in the B, or it's called the B side.
B team of
Yeah.
Queensland.
Yeah. And I got, so I was in that team, and then I was lucky enough to get the call up to the Maroons.
But wait, were you upset that
Yeah,
you
tell
got
us your
called?
reaction.
Tell us your reaction when.
Because this is important for
Yeah.
the listeners.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of kids that relate to you.
Yeah, when I first got the call up, I was obviously a bit disappointed. Probably just the way, my family, throughout the whole week, my parents we had to do a fundraiser just to get there, and for me to get picked in the B side is just, I thought I guess disappointed them. And so I sort of told my parents that, like, I sort of just said sorry to them. Like, it was just, I felt bad on myself. And when that happened, later on, I sort of didn't want to play. And then my family, my mum and dad were like, no, like, just be grateful for your opportunity. Like, you're still going out there to play against the best 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Then a week before we went on camp, I got the call up to the Maroons.
Whoa.
Yeah, got the call up to Maroons because what was it, an injury or was it?
It was an injury, but just leading when he did get called, he looked at us and he was so disappointed,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to play anymore." And I go, "Are you serious?" I said, "How many kids came out here to trial out? You're still a Queenslander, maroon or white. Still go out there. This is still an opportunity, And look, and then like you said, the week before he got called, and then I was going, "This is your choice. You can pick maroon or white." And he actually carved up on that tournament, because I think that was the changing point.
Yeah.
That you're not always going to make the team that you want,
Yeah.
but it's what you do after it. Yeah, so that was him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the call up, and then I told my parents that, no, I'd rather just stay with the whites.
Yeah.
Or because like they trusted me, and that's something big that I guess I value is trust. Yeah, so I,
Sell out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I called the Queensland Whites coach, the Bees one, and he told me, "Nah, it's a great opportunity to go play for the Maroons."
Yeah.
So then I think that's when I said to my parents, "Oh, if the coach is saying that, I guess I'll go." So yeah, then I ended up going, and then I just knew from day one that I didn't want to disappoint them again, because again we had to do a fundraiser just to make it there. There's a bit
It's
of
not
struggle.
cheap,
Yeah.
Like it's not cheap because normally they'll take you to like Rockhampton or
Yeah,
you know,
it's not cheap at all. Yeah, it's
to
not.
pay for your uniform, and then the family wants to come and support. They have
Yeah.
to come support.
Yeah.
Well, to make Queensland for Medis, we were in Townsville.
Townsville, see.
Yeah, and then we went, was it Gladstone?
Gladstone,
Yeah, Gladstone. So it was two big trips. So yeah, I guess when I went there, I just knew that I have to, go after it from day one.
Yeah.
So he didn't waste our money. We waste our money. Oh, turn those cameras off.
No, but I just want to like commend Mum for the way you handled that situation. Like, obviously, Bowie must have thought this pressure was conditional.
Yeah.
And you told him our love and support is unconditional. You know? And I know a lot of kids will relate to you, Bowie, like making a B team, not even making Queensland, even just not even getting the call up. Yeah. Like, do they stop or do they just keep going? Like, and just grateful you can share that with us. Like, that's very valuable.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, just the biggest thing that I said to them that I was just not gonna play, and then when I got the call up and I seen the boys that got called into Queensland for the Whites, the B team, the smiles on their faces is just when I realized that, it's just an opportunity, that, it's a blessing. And that's something that I guess I took upon and then realized that it is a blessing. I was just thankful to my parents for, I guess, keeping that love and that faith in me to just keep going. And well, that plays a big part in me now, is just, I guess it's not to make every side, but it's just to go out there and just have fun and keep playing footy and just enjoy my footy. And that I always know, like I said, that you always have your family beside you. Whether you play a bad or good game, they'll always still be there. So yeah, it's something that got me through it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think not only that, more of the, like, just, I guess for you is that, from hearing from your story, is that you back your hard work, you're a competitor. So Mum would always be proud of you. You're her baby. And I think that's something that you're going to get roller coasters through your NRL career. You're going to have some days where you're like, man, feeling awesome. Some days where, might not make the team. Sometimes you can't control those things. But as I said, just listening to your story, your work ethic will take you a long way, and just keep going and understand and know that, your family loves you no matter what. These aren't sacrifices, man. They love to see you succeed. They love to see you win. If you're winning, they're winning as well. So that's something that, and I understand too, because I'm a father of, now I'm gonna be 6 too. So, we will do whatever we can just to get you on there. Kids? Oh, I got 5 and 1 on the way. So due next month. So, no. So just know that, man. My mum and dad, man, they'll go to the moon and back for you and everything else. So, you doesn't matter, like, if you make the team or you don't. You can't control those things, but as long as you put in the effort, man, that's all. As parents, that's all we can ask for. Just put your effort, and that's the main thing, man. Win, lose, bad game or not, man, like you look over and you see families always, they don't care how you play, as long as you, bro, turning up, man. Just
turn out.
Yeah, turn up.
So, thanks for that. I still think of your words, how you're saying like being a footy player doesn't define me.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool. And that kind of leads into, have you kind of thought of what you will do after footy?
Nah, not yet, to be honest. I feel like I'm just trying to focus on footy. Obviously, it's my first preseason in NRL, so because I'm sort of just trying to make a name for myself in the squad. And I obviously start to think about it down the track, but yeah, I haven't really thought of any of it yet. I'll just continue with my footy, but should start to get to think about after footy.
Yeah, I think that would just be my advice. It would just be take advantage of opportunities the NRL gives you, because I know that when you guys are assigned to them while you're doing footy, they'll pay for your courses, they'll pay for things that you can do for after. And I would just say treat it as if your career is only going to last 2 years. Because you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
And like I know it's good to have an all-in mindset where it's just like I'm doing footy, but also just on the side, just have a backup plan.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. Just play it safe. But if you could choose your career, what would you do? Like if a genie instantly said, "Yep, you can be that profession straight away." What career would you choose?
I think I love footy, so I'd rather be like something within sports. So whether
We are
that's
analyzer. He's a kid that will just sit there and
Good
watch
IQ?
the game, good IQ of footy. So he'll be one of those.
just be around footy, whether that's being a school teacher that's part of rugby league, or go on to I guess NRL systems around there. So I think that's where I would want to be after I guess footy.
Yeah.
We'll just win the lottery. just have 10 years. Try your luck for the next 10 years.
So for you, Wahab, being that you finished with NRL and you're working at a school now, how are you enjoying like life after footy?
Yeah, like for me, it's been unreal. Like I remember when I was towards my end, I was stressing a bit because I would see every NRL player, and they'll go on to things, but I had nothing planned for myself. I was lucky enough that in the NRL, I'd done a youth works. So in 2016, so that's a funny story as well, because all the boys were doing it, and I was like, nah, I'll be all right. Yeah, they were doing it. Nah, I'm all right. I'm just going to concentrate, be a full-time footy player in there. And then I was going, you know what, I'll give it a go. So I just sat in, and then I just, I completed it. Didn't think that I would need it. Went down the track about 5 years, and then an opportunity to be a youth worker in the Resi Care opened up for myself. And I was lucky I had the cert in my back pocket. So I think in saying that, just for yourself, is just do little things here and there, just to kind of build your resume a bit. And then by the time you're finished, you can just go straight into it. Or if, like as you said yourself, like, just going full head noises. It's a good thing, especially at this age, because you're still living with mum and dad as well. No responsibilities, no kids, and everything else. So you still have that kind of time to go. You just leave nothing in the tank, because once you get in there, you probably know already, it's pretty ruthless. Everyone's like, it is pretty ruthless in there. Everyone's like, bro, after your spot, man. And then they probably know your profile too. Oh, this next the best things coming through. So, yes, they're going to share things with you, but they'll share limited things, because once they start feeling you coming on their back, then, bro, you'll see things will start to change, man. You'll see things, but yeah, like if you can, man, just do little things here and there. Just take away at it, man. Like, over time, build it.
Yes.
Is this your first preseason?
Yeah, my first one.
And some of the things he's saying, I saw you nodding. Is it kind of you feeling it?
Yeah, well, we were talking before this. It's my first one.
Yeah.
In the first 2 weeks, man, just a wake up call.
Wow.
Like the difference between I guess kids and men.
Yeah.
And when I went in there, my first session, I barely made it out,
Yeah.
But it was good. As my mom said, I guess I love competing. When I got thrown in there, I knew it was my first session, but I wanted to showcase, I guess, the hard work that I've put into the game. So I didn't want to just go in there and just get bullied or, be thrown around, be the young buck. I wanted sort of just to get around it. So every time, I guess I go challenge myself with every exercise or training we did. whether it was field, wrestle, or gym. So yeah, I guess I just tried to compete as best as I could. Yeah, it was definitely tough in the first 2 weeks.
Who's someone that kind of you look at during the preseason and you kind of like inspires you, kind of like makes you feel like I want to be like that? Or...
Yeah, well, the group I hang around with is Payne, Paddy, and Xavier Wilson. So
yeah, you're hanging with those boys.
Yeah, so yeah, so those are those are big mentors.
Yeah,
some of the best players in the game, and I sort of try to stay around them so they can teach me a thing or two and take tips off them as well. So they keep me under their wing. But yeah, they also still compete with me, and but yeah, it's good. I love hanging around with them. Just try to elevate my game as best as I can.
Man, that's cool because I guess adults, we know like players of that caliber, they're not gonna waste their time with young kids unless they see something it's worth it,
Yeah.
So obviously these guys see something in you, and like, man, that's pretty cool. Like, do you have any nicknames for them?
Nah, not yet.
What do you save them as in your phone?
I say I'm taking your spotty.
Spot.
Keep them happy.
Which one is a lock? You give them a lock?
Paddy. Yeah. So
does he give you advice, but kind of keep some back?
I think so. He's good. He's a leader. He'll be the next captain for the Bronx.
Yeah.
But he teaches me a lot, especially on field. He gives me tips, but also Payne, the way he plays in Xavier. So Xavier's more younger, so I sort of hang around with him more.
Yeah.
But also with Payne and Paddy, they treat you like they're one of my best mates. So
what's the culture like at Brisbane? Because coming off like premiership winners, how are you finding the culture? Do you think it's well balanced?
Oh, it's well balanced, I reckon, and very welcoming. Like, they know they're the best. Like right now, obviously you win, you're the best, and I think they don't have that arrogance in them, but they have that confidence in that they back their team, and they trust that each player will show up for them, and they'll show up to get the job done, and that's sort of how they play. And I guess as the first week when I first joined in, and when all the players started to come back, there was a level that they were at. And it's the level that I've got to go to if I want to, I guess, be in the best team. So I guess that's sort of where the culture is. And it's sort of what Madge built as well, is that we want to be humble, but we also want to be confident. And it's just sort of understanding of what a Bronco means, with the legacy and the history behind it. So we had a meeting about that on Tuesday, and the old boys came in, and the way they were speaking about it, it's like, once you put that Broncos jersey on, it's something else. It's like probably putting a Tonga jersey on, and then also, like an Origin jersey. But it's Broncos week in and week out. So, yeah.
Ever since you've been in the Broncos, has it always been Madge, or did you have the other coach as well?
Yeah, well, I started off with Walters.
Yep.
But I wasn't really sort of in the NRL yet.
And the top side in that.
Yeah, so I had like here and there a couple NRL sessions. I wasn't really close with him. I think the best thing with Madge was as soon as he came in, we sat down and had a meeting with him just to get to know our family. Like he obviously knew about the footy side, but he left the footy side till later for one-on-one. But he bring my dad in, then he wanted to bring my mum in, and yeah, he always checks up on us. He wants to sit with us again in like a couple of weeks, just to get around us and get to know the juniors. And the best thing about him is he doesn't just worry about his NRL side. So he'll do a full day of NRL, and then he'll be at the junior academy where we're training, and he's coaching as well. So I think that's the best thing about him, that he just looks after the juniors as well, and he knows the future and what he values, I guess.
Yeah. Because like, as a fan of us watching the finals last year, every single like quarterfinal, semi-final, grand final, they were all close games, eh?
Yeah.
Weren't they all like overtime? Like most of them were like went to overtime.
They're all comebacks.
And they're all comebacks. So to me, it's like something's happening right there with the character. Like everyone's character is being upgraded.
Yeah.
Because when when it gets hard, like you're losing, that's when your character shows.
Yeah.
And it's not like you did a one game. You got the Broncos did it back to back.
Yeah. When I was speaking to Madge about it, he was just saying that's the culture he built within the boys, is that, in that grand final, they were down by like 20. And then he said the culture that they had within each other is that they knew that the next job was just to go out there and play for each other.
Yeah.
And that's the culture they brought throughout the whole finals. And it's probably a big part in why they won. And yeah, well, that's the culture that he sort of built, is that just a never give up mentality. You never know where you can go.
Yeah, I see Mum, nodding. Like, are you happy he joined the Broncos?
Oh, I'm happy that he's
What he's learning there, and
it doesn't really matter what club that he's at.
Yeah,
I'm happy that he loves it.
Yeah,
and that where he wants to go, he's doing it on his own.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like me and my husband said, you got to do this, you got to do that. He's already set his goal and he's going for it. And Bronco is just pushing it along, like helping with everything else, So me and my husband just sitting back and just not wow with his games. Like, he's awesome, but just wow with his attitude and commitment.
Yeah.
Because that's him. So we'll just wow with everything that he puts. When he sets something, he goes for it, And we always try to tell him, there's probably, don't look at the video so much, because every single game he'll go back and he's on the phone looking and, critiquing every little thing that he should have did. No, enjoy it. Enjoy the moment,
Yeah.
But we're just happy with how his journey is going. Doesn't let noise get in, like, he's got all his mates, but noise doesn't come in the picture, So that's what we love about him. Yeah.
I think, but the one question I'd like to ask too, like, say all your mates in that, how are you finding it now? Like, as to you moving up to the NRL scene and then your mates, like, do you have mates that are your age, or do you have mates that are like partying and everything else? How do you separate that? Like, I think this is for the next generation to understand and know too that, there's a different, and then as you have been the last, couple of weeks training full time, whereas no time to slack off, it's no time to go out drinking, or no time to go hang out with the missus. So how do you separate that?
The missus?
I think it's just the mindset that you build. It's just where your goal is. And I do have mates that, I guess go down that path. And I sort of just, as my mum said, I guess I'm obsessed with the game. I just love footy, and everything I do is just footy pretty much. So I do have mates. I won't talk bad about them or anything, people are to themselves. But I guess with just the mindset that I build is just, I'm trying to, I guess, go to the NRL as fast as I can, and I know that won't help, and I only try to do the things that will help me. So I guess I don't want to be, around that. So that's why my mum will tell you, like, me and my older brother Tony, we're just like that. Like, I'm always with him, and I guess, he's an NRL player, and that's what you want to be around, and that's sort of what I try to build, I guess, within myself. And so I guess for the next generation, it's probably just where your mindset's at and where you want to go and how fast you want to get there. So
Wait, another question. So, when you have your wrestling sessions with Bronx, do you come home and wrestle Tony?
Yes, he does.
So Tony wanted me to ask you.
I'll still get you. And he's trying to say, I do this and that. Goes, mate, I'm still your older brother. I'll still get you. He always does, every single time. Every single time.
Tony really knows.
He wanted me to ask you, who would win in a wrestle match?
His brother George.
See, Tony's a winger.
Yeah.
Is he still bigger than you?
The winger. He stay on the wing.
Is he
finishes? He?
Yeah, 100%.
Is he bigger than you though as a winger, or are you guys similar size?
Oh no, I'm taller than him now.
Yeah.
I weigh more, but he thinks he's stronger than me. He probably is stronger than me in the gym, but I think I'll get him in
Not
the
under wrestling, eh?
Nah, wrestle is different.
I saw he's changed up his diet, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, social media as well. Praise on, man. Shucks. What's in your diet, bro?
Shucks. He's been taking it seriously, but I'll still get him. He knows it as well.
That's every night. Like, they just compete, just compete with everything they do, But Tony does also becomes the older brother, and telling him just don't do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like enjoy the game, and gives him tips of what NRL is all about. So yeah, give and take. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing about, I guess, each other. Each week we try to compare who played the better game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But then we also, help out each other. Like even I'll tell Tony as well, and he'll still listen to me, and especially at I'm the younger brother. Not much older brothers will listen to the younger one. So
Especially in the Tongan culture.
Yeah,
exactly.
but these two have their bonds, unbelievable, yeah.
It's just the oldest one, George. Nah, you can't say anything
Nah.
to
He still does the Tongan way.
That's the Tongan way.
He's the alpha. He's the
He'll
alpha.
just sit there quiet and just says one thing, and then both of them is like, stop straight away.
Yeah.
Or you meant they'd be sprinting.
That too.
I've learned. I've enjoyed just hearing like your guys' story and just being inspired by someone like young as you, really dialed in and chasing his goals. Like when you look at like the greats and that, like say Kobe Bryant, right? He already knew his decisions because he wanted to be great.
Yeah.
So having fun, partying, that wasn't part of his everyday. Because if you want to be great, you already know the decisions you got to make.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for what you're gonna accomplish, and I think you've had like the perfect makeup. Like come from a family full of NRL players,
And I think that helps too. Like like
looking up to his cousins.
you're
and,
growing up among your cousins are NRL players and international players. So you just look at them and go, oh, I want to be like him. Then off the field, they're like just your normal cousin. So I guess growing up in it and the hard values that we, not just me and my husband, but also their uncles and aunties all have a big part. And even my mum, follows the grandkids everywhere with her hopper all day.
I always see her making all time for all the teams.
She can't wait to come down these ways. Yeah. So she holds like, she's the one that started everything.
Wow.
My mum.
Yeah.
Because my brother John, he was a naughty kid. See, naughty kids.
See the theory?
Naughty kids. And my mum used to ride around looking for him to take him to training.
Yeah.
So it was my mum's persistence of getting my brother to training. My brother used to go and drink all night or whatever.
Yeah.
My mum will go find him and take him to training. And that was my mum. So through her example, like there's 8 of us.
Yeah.
We all bring our kids up like that.
Yeah.
So I owe it to my parents, for how we raised our kids because they didn't give up.
Yeah. I think in this day, like, it's so easy to give everything to your kids.
Yeah.
But when the parents are not around, like the kids don't know how to make a decision for themselves. Whereas what I've seen with Bowie is like you and your husband have done a great job where you're not giving him everything, but you're just guiding him and he's making his own decisions.
Yeah. I think the best thing about that is my parents that they never forced me to be a rugby league player. They told me from a young age that from a younger age was they always told me to train and I guess be around that footy because at the time it was Tony and George.
Yeah. And
then once I started, getting in high school and stuff like that, they told me that, we can't do it for you, So it's just, they never forced me. It was just, they said, if you want it, you'll go get it. And I guess that's the best thing they've done for me is it makes me an independent player. And everything I do now is I sort of just pick on my own. And everything I do, I think. Is Moki like that? Or did you...
No, my oldest son, we done everything for him. I cooked for him, you know what I mean? I wake him up.
There's the guinea pig.
Yeah, he's the guinea pig, yeah. And then Tony, he was half. And then I think the 2 older brothers, and I think he learned off the 2 older brothers.
And you guys practice like, doing everything for them doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work when parents do everything because they need to do it on their own. Like we know what they're capable of, but they have to do it on their own. And my oldest son, he would have been I'm just telling you that he would have been the Jason Damalolo.
Wow.
Yeah, because he played against Hassan and even Hassan, like even Carrigan, when they saw him, they go, whoa,
Oh,
what are you doing here?
They
You
know
know what I
your
mean?
older brother. Hey,
So, so all the big players, they know
Yeah.
who he is, but my older son has told him, you know, this is what you do, and always like when he's doing good, that's when he'll tell him. You know, he's a quiet giant, you know, and he'll only give you if you're doing good, that's when he tells you, you he owes it, you know what I mean? You own it, So but him, he just saw the two older brothers, and then he goes, nah, this is the pathway I want to go, you know, I'm going there. So we're just sitting back, enjoying it, you know, we're just sitting back, enjoying it.
Yeah, George was, my oldest brother.
We still reckon George is still better than both of them.
True.
Yeah.
How old is George?
He's 26. He played with Moses Sully. This is his team growing up. Hamole. Yeah, Hamole. Yeah. He was
This guy's hating.
Yes. And he had the best team, but his commitment to training. He had all the talent. You can have all the talent in the world, but it's not going to get you there. So this guy, he knew that. And what did J-Mac say to you, your school coach, about fitness?
Oh, you can never be too fit. Yeah, so that's something that I take upon. He told me that in year 8. So I always just remember that, you know, you can be fit, but you can never be too fit.
Yeah,
so
I like that because like I always see you guys training with Bila, Jojo Fafita's dad.
Yeah.
And like sometimes they invite my kids and Kingy's academy, the extras club, to come and join with you guys. And man, the kids, they're just so inspired just to run alongside you guys. Yeah. And I know you guys don't even have to be there, but you guys are doing extra training, you know, like it's your guys' off season.
Yeah.
And I see numbers of you guys, NRL players, come and train, you know.
Yeah.
And it seems like the culture's changing. Where back in the old days, like everyone hated fitness. Where, like Kingy was saying, if he could give himself fitness, he would have made it.
That's everyone, right?
So that's why he smashes his extras club. They just do running because what he was saying was like, look, we're Islanders, we are all so talented.
Yeah.
And what do the white kids have over us? They have courage, character, and fitness. So he's trying to connect both to make like the perfect player. You know?
Yeah.
So,
and that's what my brother John had told all the nephews, whoever's playing sport, that it doesn't matter if you're out there training for like 3-4 hours or whatever. It's not enough. You got to come back and do your own.
Yeah.
And even junior polo, like my kids grew up with junior polo.
Yeah.
And he had a good impact in their lives too. You know, with training and guidance.
He's a nice guy.
Like that. Yeah, he's the best. He just plays for Samoa, so yeah. The captain.
Hey, he can fight too.
100% he can.
Just before we wrap up, do you have any questions you want to ask Baha? Or?
Just Baha, and I guess in a real perspective, what was the hardest challenge in NRL, and then how was your journey getting there? Like, what's the adversity you have to overcome, and I guess the struggles to get there first, and then to stay consistent in it.
Yeah, so mine was I debuted at 26, man. Yeah, so I had to
that's a cool story.
Yeah, so I had to take a lot of no's, but I didn't take it as I'm going to give up the game. I took it, these guys aren't looking for a player like me right now. I'll move on to the next. So, man, I had so many training trials, man. It's not funny. So I had a training trial at Panthers, Roosters. I training trial at the Bronx. Man, I've had so many rejections and that. but my hardest was injuries as well. So for me, mine was, you work so hard to play rugby, to play NRL, and then you make it, and then you see progress, but then injuries come, and then another injuries come, and then you're not getting selected. And then for me, I was at that later part of my career, and I just kind of come into realization that footy's not going to be around forever. So that was probably one of my hardest part of the rugby league kind of things, because I thought I was going to play till the age of 40.
Yeah.
That was my I remember I had a meeting with my manager. Now I'm going to play till 40. I'm sweet, bro. I got this. But I think just having just a good surround, and I see you got good surround. You got your family, and that's the main thing. You've heard the saying, it takes a village. And what I've heard tonight is that you've got, your mom, you got your dad, you got your brothers, and then you got, the rest of your family. So I think that's the good thing that you have. But just love the game for what it is, man. Just from hearing your story is just keep enjoying it. Just keep loving doing what you're doing, because there's going to come a time when you're going to flop. This sucks. Yeah. The pressure's too much. Social media's all in my face. They're spinning stories, and you probably see that heaps too, bro, with John's career too, man. Like same thing, but they don't know the truth.
Yeah.
Your family knows the
truth.
Yeah, yeah, but see, you know what I mean? They're like
John's a nice guy, man.
Yeah, but like they just wanna spin things.
Yeah, they spin
for the media and that. But sometimes at the end of the day, once you start wanting to please everything else, then it's just it opens up a different kind of just different kind of head noise where, bro, you've it sounds like you got your family ahead, around you. Good, keep them as close as possible. Keep your circle as small as possible, because when it comes, man, it's full noise there. But just keep loving what you're doing, bro. And not many kids, man, this day and age love rugby league. They love the limelight. They love to be on, everyone wants to be a resource. They want to do the sidestep and everything else, but no one does want to do the hard work. No one doesn't want to do the analyzing. No one doesn't want to do the preparation. No one doesn't want to do the fitness. But they all come together to be an elite NRL player. So, and you probably see that the first couple of weeks, eh? Yeah. So, that's probably something that. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? What's your rest advice? Like, you can train and everything, but what's important, like stretching or rest, like after?
Yeah. Oh man, mine is. I'm pretty big on like the sleep stuff. Yeah, like if you can get in, get a good sleeping pattern. I got no time to rest. I had too many kids, man. At the young age.
When you're
just spending time with family, just that downtime with my family. I just take footy away and just being with the real people, because our family will tell us how it is. Yeah. They're real, They didn't care if we're a footy player or if we're an athlete or if we're playing for Tonga, Australia. But you're still the young little kid that's what they see you as. Yeah. So if you can, just as I said, keep doing what you're doing, because by the sounds of things, you got a good support system with keep them close. Spend as much time with the close ones, and just recovery days. I think that's really take it in.
Well, one more question. Obviously, when you get to the NRL, what's your tips on, I guess, staying in the NRL? You can go there and the one game wonder. Or what's I guess something when you get to the NRL, I can sort of take upon my game that if I get there, just to stay consistent in it.
Just be a student of the game.
Yeah.
Just learn, grow, man. You can never know too much. Just be adaptable. Sometimes things won't go your way, but just stick to your guns as well. But by hearing your story, man, seems like you got most of attributes in that. Just keep going and just keep on that track.
Thank you.
I'm just thinking of those Russians, like Russia when they prepare kids from like 5 years old, and they're like, we're gonna create the best Olympic sprinter. You know,
Yeah.
it seems like this is what your grandma done.
Actually,
Goes, I'm gonna go for John, and John's sister's gonna have a third son, Bowie, and he's gonna be the experiment. You know, like he just ticks all the boxes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
What do you reckon? That's kind of similar.
He's
He's got the right mindset.
Yeah, good though.
He comes from the
Filtered down
the royal
Yeah.
NRL. It's the most NRL players family.
It's like filtered all the way down. Yeah, did it work with John? Okay, come.
Stop that,
Oh,
John.
okay. So get all the bad things going down, come to him. Oh,
Will was the
That one,
glory of
apologies,
it, the Hapuati family. Will was the glory.
Yes, it just seems like you're the hybrids.
Yeah.
So we're excited to see what you're gonna accomplish, boy. And like we want to thank Mom and even Baha, just taking time out to share your guys' experiences because man, there's so many listeners and kids that are watching that don't have the support. You know, they're not as fortunate to have like 20 NRL cousins or you know, they don't have like stable parents. Some of them just have one parent, so they're gonna learn from this and do it themselves, you know. And use
Can
the
I get
tools.
Can I just give a shout out to the parents that do take in kids that don't have support
Yeah.
system, you know, because they
Well,
too.
you guys are one of them.
Well, one of
too.
them, yeah. Like we actually put them before our kids too. You know what I mean? To for them to try and help their family. So I know there's a lot of families out there that do help, you know, other kids to try and reach their goals. So just commend them, you know, because I know we don't even think about the money, we don't even think about anything. There's just another kid trying to reach their goal, and if we can help them, we'll do it. And my brother was big on that too. So yeah. So
You have
shout
the
out to-
biggest heart. Eh?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like I know John. I did some sparring with him.
Yeah.
like a few years ago.
You should stop.
Mate, his body still looks like way better
I
than us,
know.
and I'm like 15 years younger than him, 10 years younger than him. Still looks like Peter Audrey. But yeah, I wish I could take photos of my shirt off like him. But yeah, just before we wrap up, we just got something small. There's a brown paper bag down there. It's not like the Roosters paper bag. It's just something from our sponsors that they just want to give to you. But if you can just take them out individually, just show the camera what
Take
you
it out of
got.
the package or just leave it?
Yeah, up to you. If you want to open it, you can open it up and just, you know, just more of a shout out to our sponsors, you know. That's Le Click Clothing.
Come on,
You can just show the camera. That's Le Click Clothing.
Cameras there. Get it?
Yeah. Nah, it's not bad.
Goes with my skin.
Hey, mate, maybe your mum can feel it. Any other goodies in there?
Take off.
Take
Oh,
off.
nice.
So take off.
He loves these hats.
So take off is one of the sponsors of the show.
Yeah.
So you got a bucket hat and a normal hat.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big shout out to our sponsors. Take off clothing. Aras Otai. Want to thank you for your time, like your kids and
Open up the Roosters baggie.
the Roosters bag.
We all want that back.
The outside the celery cap bag.
Nice. Thank you.
Another takeoff hat.
No, sweet.
Yo. Patched up, geez.
Nice.
Take off.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, same jumper.
Another one, eh?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Just gotta. So we've got 3 of the sponsors we've shouted out. We're just gonna remind everyone, those that are supporting us.
Nice. This one here.
So Aras Otai, Creative Fruits by Neomai, The Click Clothing, Takeoff, and Tenacious Beauty, which is what we're gonna give to Mom.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just a $100 voucher for Tenacious Beauty.
Thank
You know, those
you.
eyelashes
I need
get
it. I know.
expensive.
I know.
You don't
My
have a
face is covered.
mustache, so you're right there.
It's covered. It's covered.
It's covered.
It's filtered. Thank you so much.
So yeah, big thank you guys. I really enjoyed our chat today, and I've definitely learned a lot. I'm gonna apply to my kids and stop forcing them to play the sports I wanted to.
Just give him the lucky. Yeah, babe.
Well, yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for taking your time out, and hopefully you guys can travel home safely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It means a lot to, I guess, express my journey and where I've come from. But also to learn, from Vaha and Will, the tips on, I guess, just life as a youngin. And I'd just like to thank you for bringing me and my mum. We appreciate it. Thank you.